So welcome to PB Tech, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can actually scan your Superbox decoder. If it happens to be that it's a new decoder or it's an old one, but you have to scan to get newer channels on it, or you have to just install the channels on it for you to get access to everything that you want to have. All you have to do is to connect your signal cables, and with a Superbox decoder it comes with two different options which you can use to get those various channels. So you have channels on the satellite and have channels on the terrestrial, that's the digital channels as well. If the digital channels, that's you only having an antenna to install, so that's where you're gonna scan to get those digital channels. You connect the cable from their antenna onto the Superbox antenna imports at the back of it. So you connect your antenna cable into the ANT input at the back of the decoder, and if it happens to be that it's a satellite FTA signal too that you're having, connect the cable from your satellite dish into the LNB input at the back of it. And if it happens to be that you are having both the antenna and a satellite too, you connect both cables and you proceed. So all you have to do is to pick up your remote after connecting your cable successfully, whether having a signal or not having a signal. Just pick up your remote and you press on the menu button on the remote. So from the menu here, use the arrow keys just to walk through the menu, and then you look for installation. You press OK on the installation, and here you have to confirm with the default password on your decoder. It's supposed to be 40, so you type on the remote 000 for the menu to open up. That's the installation menu to open up. And here we have the S2 option over here. S2, that's the satellite second generation. So if you want to change it to the terrestrial as well, you have the T2 down below that you can select the T2, which means that you are doing the settings for the satellite. So if you are to scan for the digital or the terrestrial channels, you connect your antenna. All you have to do is to select the T2 and then you proceed. And when you come here, you have the manual search, the auto search, the country list. Those are the most important thing that you need to focus on. I have the country list over here, have pre-installed frequencies which whenever you place it on it, you can run through an auto search and you're gonna get those channels in your area which you are having a stable signal from the antenna. So all you got to do is to select a particular country folder, and selecting the UK country folder will be a better option. So you select the UK country folder, and we have the auto search and manual search. With a manual search, when you know a particular frequency which you are having a stable signal from it, or you are trying to scan for just some group of channels on that particular frequency, then you place it on the manual search, and you can edit the frequency as well or change the channel number over here. Every channel number have their attached frequency. So you select it right here. I've not connected the antenna cable, that's why nothing is showing over there. So here you select it, and then the next thing that you have to do after having the indicator down below, that's the signal strength and signal quality, showing that you are having a signal from the antenna, then you proceed by pressing on the start search. And if it happens to be that you don't have any particular frequency or channel in mind, all you have to do is to come to the auto search, select the right country folder, and then come to the auto search. Since you are having a stable signal from the antenna, even if you are not having a signal from the antenna, you can perform the auto search after not getting any signal or any channel at all. Just turn the antenna to face a different position and you run the auto search once again. So you press OK on the auto search, and then you confirm yes to run the auto search. After it done, if you are being able to get any channel at all, those channels will appear here. You press on the exit and you are good to go. So I'm gonna cut it short and then we move on to the satellite option. That's the most important thing. So we go back to the menu, and here with the satellite settings, you select the S2 if it's multi-TV, or you just track for Eurotelsat 16A, Astra 2A, 2B, Eurotelsat 36 degrees. All you have to do is to select the installation type to be the DVB. S2, we come to the antenna settings. That's where you need to select your satellite. So with the satellite, we have satellite folders that have pre-installed frequencies on it. So the satellite folder that you select will not necessarily mean that that's the satellite that you're having a stable signal from it. So you can select any satellite folder and then add the frequency in it, then you proceed to scan to get those various channels. So all you have to do is to select a particular satellite. Let's select this Arabsat 5A over here. After selecting the satellite, the next thing is to add a transponder, but most often the transponder that you're going to add is not in the pre-installed frequencies or symbol rates or the TP that comes along with a new decoder. So all you have to do is to add, and with the adding you need to go back to the transponder list page. On the antenna settings page there's no option to add, so you go back to the transponder list page. So you come down to the installation page, you select transponder list and you press OK on it. So from the transponder list on top, as you can see, if you are not very well calculated or you don't monitor things well, you will not get to know that the satellite is different. So as you can see, we have a different satellite being selected over there. That's Eurotelsat 28A. So you need to change the satellite to the satellite which you would like to add the transponder in it to scan. So with the satellite changing, you need to press on the stop button on the remote for the satellite option to pop up for you to change the satellite to the Astra, the Arabsat that we selected. So you look through the options and then you select the Arabsat right there. So this is the Arabsat that we selected. So after placing it on the satellite, and the next thing is to add a TP, and with the adding we have some command down below: red to add, yellow to edit, green to edit, and then yellow to delete, blue to scan right there. So you press on the red button to add, and here you add your TP. So I have connected a stable signal from Astra 28 or Astra 2A 2B on the 28 degrees on the east. So all I have to do is to add that TP. So you add the TP which you are having a stable signal from, whether Eurotelsat 16A or my TV, DSTV, any TP or any FTA TP that you are having a stable signal or you like to track, then you add. So with this TP, which is the multi-TV TP 12525, and I come down to the symbol which is 30000, and we have the polarity to be vertical. If it's horizontal, you change it to vertical. You press OK on it for it to save, and all you got to do is to highlight it. You select it like this, and as you can see, the signal strength and the signal quality showing. If I put it on a different thing too, it's gonna change right there. So you select the TP that you just add, and on this page you can just press on the blue button just to scan. But on the transponder list page, they have locked it on the manual search. So with a manual search tool, you are only limited to some few channels on that FTA satellite platform. So as you can see on this page, the scan type have been logged on a manual search. So all you got to do is to go back to the antenna settings page after adding your transponder to the satellite that you select. to scan, and you come to the antenna settings page, and you change the satellite once again. Since it's an Eutelsat, that's not where we add our TP. So you look through the list and then you place it on the Arabsat or the satellite that you're gonna select. You place it on the Arabsat over here, and you come to the transponder list. You place it on the transponder which you are having a stable signal from it. As you can see, the signal quality have changed, indicating that you're having a signal from your satellite dish, or you have really connected the cable from the satellite dish, which is working as well. And the next thing is to scan, and you have to press on the blue button for the scan menu to open up. Then you proceed with it. So you press on the blue button on the remote, and from this page you come down to the channel type. You can leave it on the all, or you can select FTA only to avoid any channel that comes along with a dollar sign. Those CRAMO channels, you can leave it on the FTA only, and it's gonna eliminate them automatically before even appearing on your channel list. So you select all, and the channel type you change it from auto to blind. That's where you're gonna get more of the channels on the platform, in and around the platform. Any particular channel that you are having at least a little bit of the signal quality, it will come on here for you to get access to it. So the next thing is to press OK to proceed, and you wait for it to complete scanning to get access to the channels that will come along after you are done with it. So that's it. If this video has been helpful and you are new here, all you have to do is to subscribe, like the video, share on that platform, and you keep coming back for more. So that's it. Thanks for watching.
Walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for me. I've been flying from town to town.